Hello guys, how are you? If you're watching live, do let me know. If you're watching live, do let me know. If you can hear me, do let me know. So I'm waiting for the first person to indicate interest or indicate that they can hear me before I go ahead. So I just got verified on YouTube, and that's like the sweetest thing ever. YouTube verification is really, really tough. More than Instagram verification, more than Twitter verification. Hey Tony, hi Vincent. YouTube verification is mad. So to be verified on YouTube, you need to be able to. There are so many things you have to be able to do before you can be verified. So the hardest of them is crossing 100,000 subscribers. Man, that shit is mad. It's mad. But I got a message day before yesterday saying, "Man, you're verified." So if you look at my name now, let me try and comment and see. Okay, if you look at my name, see they put a tick, like a good sign. I'm dropping a sample comment on the chat so you see. I just want to flex my blue tick. So thanks a lot. Thanks, Solomon. I'm seeing all your comments. Everyone, thanks. It's not easy, man. Nifemi, thanks. CCP, thanks, man. So, in case, let me just gist you guys how it happens. You need 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. One, then your channel needs to be authentic. Like your content needs to be authentic, not hijacking other people's content. And then a number of other things that they may not tell you straight up. For instance, um, someone told me, right? An insider told me that they're gonna Google you to be sure that there's information about you elsewhere. All right, and then of course your channel must have done its own internal verification. For instance, uploading your details, like in one word or the other, they have to have your details, like all this passport, international passport, driver's license, anything that identifies you and verifies that you are who you say you are. Okay. So that's it. The first time I applied was when I reached 100,000 subscribers. That was last year or so. Is it last year or last year? Last year. Towards the ending of last year, I applied. Because, but then um, they sent me a message saying my channel must be in good standing. So even though I crossed the 100,000 mark and everything, there were some other things they insisted must be done. I had to what do you call it now? There are some penalties that they have given my channel in the past. They said those penalties must expire. A good example is sometimes you are just penalized for one thing or the other, and then they give you 3 months. That penalty must last 3 months before it expires. And sometimes when it's on its way to 3 months, another one happens. That's 6 months now. You know, and sometimes if you get a third one within when you still have two active, your channel is gone. Right? You need some special intervention before they can even ever bring your channel back. So all these things, you don't have to have any of those things before. Your channel must be in perfect standing. And then if you get, after you've got that verification, they might invite you to some of their physical meetings, get together in your country. And then they can also mail you a plaque, like an award, kind of an award. I think that one, I don't know, I can't remember the color, whether it's silver or gold. Gold is 1 million when you reach 1 million subscribers, but when you're at 100,000, I think they send you a silver to your address. All right, so you can keep it or hang it as a legend that went to war and got a lot of subscribers, that kind of thing. So for now, I'll be flexing it. I'll just be commenting anyhow so that people will be seeing my, my verification icon until I'm tired of it. So, but it doesn't add money to your account. It just adds some sort of credibility, to your account, but it doesn't add money to your account. Thanks a lot, Vincent. Man, it's well deserved. I have thousands of videos on YouTube already. On this channel alone, thousands of videos. So it's not easy. But we don't do this for the recognition or verification or award or anything. We do it to educate. My channel basically, I like to make sure that every time I put out something there, I don't just dump stuff. Sometimes I just take a detour, try and educate. Go dig deeper. There's nobody that will say that they are my channel members and they have not learned anything, except somebody that is just watching for today. First video ever. I do have such people. They will just bump into my channel and they come to comment and start blasting me. I've had such. If you have 100,000 subscribers, there's no kind of character you will not see. You see professors, you see lecturers, you see very smart people. Then occasionally you see people that manage to escape Yaba left. Some people that are on probation from psychiatric hospital, So I've seen it all. So it's not easy. For some of you that took my courses, you are running your own YouTube channel. All right, just keep doing what you're doing. Eventually, things will start paying off. Eventually, all right. Just keep doing what you're doing, and don't put all your eggs in one basket. You don't. It's not. It mustn't have one YouTube channel. I was telling one of my users the other day. It was in Canada. I said you don't need to have one YouTube channel. All right, have five if it's possible. Have 10. You know what I'm saying different kind of ideas that come to you need to go in different places. But when you're starting, all right, when you're first starting, have one general channel where you dump stuff. The reason you need one general channel to be dumping different kind of stuff is you don't know what to sell. What works for this channel may not work for this other channel. You know, what gets thousands of views from me, for instance, may not get anything for you. You understand? So you when you're starting your YouTube channel, I know some people have different ideas where they come. Some people want to start a hair YouTube channel. Some want to start shoe selling. Some want to start informative. It's fine. Whatever you want to start is fine. But if you're in that position where you're not sure of what to start anything. If hair idea come to you today, create a hair idea video. Tomorrow, if it is about shoe, create shoe, put it together, let it be 2 videos, If it's about sports, next tomorrow, let it be 3. Until one of your videos gets uh, goes viral, gets thousands of views overnight, then you start making that kind of video to see whether it will work. Sometimes it might be a mistake, it just accidentally went viral. But then sometimes it might actually be that you struck gold. Then you start making that kind of video. So these are things you don't get in online course. There are some people that tell me that why should I pay for your course? Instead of me going to YouTube, I'll just Google or go to Google. I'll just Google how to grow a YouTube channel. This, that. I just tell them, see, if you want to go. All right. Me, I'm a Nigerian. I know these things. Nigeria is a different universe. Africa in general, things work differently here, which means you have to adopt different unprecedented strategies. To do anything you're about to do. Once you factor in the fact that you are an African, have African accents, uh, possibly living in Africa or even outside, or that your audience is African, like the jungle just changes. It's a different kind of jungle. You know what I'm saying? So if you take my course, you see all those kind of advice that is not something you see anywhere. It's something you get from experience. Somebody that has done it, been there, done it. I have multiple channels that have multiple thousands of viewers, and subscribers, thousands, millions. Yeah, millions of views. So there are so many things I've learned in those kind of engagements that you can't. It's not something you see in a book. It's either somebody that already knows it tells you or don't. So if you're watching this, just know that you can run your own YouTube channel. There is nothing there. Now I'm talking. Are you seeing my face? You're not seeing my face. You know. So for some of you that are saying that your camera shy, if your camera shy is perfect. If your camera shy, perfect. You don't need to be a celebrity to put out content that people will appreciate. It's when you start putting your face every day that you turn to a celebrity. It's not everybody that like that kind of public life. That if you're working on a restaurant, everybody recognizes you. Sometimes some people might even record a video of you secretly and post it. You'll be trending online while you're still at the restaurant trying to find food. But it's not everybody that like that kind of thing. YouTube can still work for you, not just YouTube, internet, Facebook, Instagram, all those things can work for you. You don't need to show your face. All right. If you want to show your face, fine. You can do that. It's up to you. Just know that you can. If you have kids, right, they should start their own channel. Kids make more money than adults on YouTube. If you have kids, once the child is up to 4 years, get my course. Go and sign up for my YouTube course. Learn the ins and start a channel for that child. The richest YouTuber is only 9 years old. With all the companies on YouTube, with all their editors, video editors, photographers, this, that, CNN, BBC, all those things, the richest, the child is just 9 years old and he's running the channel with his father. So, unless you're not planning for the future, just know that more people are getting on the internet. This coronavirus pushed a lot of people online. People that traditionally don't give a damn about the internet now know how to go to YouTube and search for their pastor's messages, and join live. I know somebody that was trying to teach me how to join Facebook Live. I said, look at this one. Look at this one. I will start the live now. Years ago, you're coming now to teach me because you just discovered there's something called Facebook Live during coronavirus. But such people are getting online. So this is the time to build an empire online. And the thing with building stuff online is that the whole empire can be in your phone. You can still go to that work tomorrow, go to that job tomorrow. That boss can still shout at you tomorrow, not knowing that you have already started off a path that in few months will free you. I was giving someone a range. One of my students yesterday, I was giving her a range of how much people make off YouTube. And she was screaming. She's working abroad thinking she's making money. When I gave her a range, she was like, wow, so these people can make this much without having to stress traffic, without having to stress to go and work under pressure, deliver on tasks and all. Man, not to talk of some of you that already have acquired foreign accents. If you're listening to me now and you can speak all those British accents, okay, if you can speak all those British accents, man, or UK accent, if you can sound un-Nigerian or un-African, you know what that is? That is pure gold. It means your channel can have a wider audience. All right. In this channel that I'm speaking like this, it's usually only Nigerians and Africans. Sometimes I make a video that attracts the attention of white people. They come here, you will see them in the comments. You will not see this one, But if you have that kind of accent, it's pure gold. And some of you have it, you're just blowing it on the street. Man, if you create content online, they will think he's a white guy. And American English, British English, because of the sphere of influence, their power as a world power, when people hear that accent, they respect it all over the world. And you have it, and you're struggling to make ends meet. What the hell are you telling me? I don't care how much you're making. If you can clear up every month, if you can make extra $2,000 to $5,000 off your YouTube channel, it's a lot. Believe that. It's good. It can pay your children's school fees. By the time, how much is university fee in UK? By the time you put $20,000 and you're making $5,000 off your channel every month, you will pay for your school fees. Graduate. $5,000 every month. Before you put one or two, you will see that you pay all those fees completely. Graduate. Even stay without job, earning whatever you're earning. So if you're watching me now and you're not running your own channel and you can talk, like seriously, you have mouth, you can talk, you're not running your own channel, You don't need to be an English professor. You don't need to have the kind of command in English that I have. I know I'm very good at spoken English. You don't need to have that. There are channels that are there are some of Nigerians that are abroad. They are running their channels. If you are listening to English, English will be listening back to you. But the thing is, communication is not about how accurate your language is. It's whether you communicated the idea or not. So today, if you see Bobrisky can't speak or write good English, you know, but she or he, whatever she is still doing her thing, and people understand her or he when she speaks, you know. So you don't need to be one prof. And like I said, you can start a channel without your name. People don't need to know that you are the one running the channel. Give it any name and start giving it a shot. The worst is when you don't give things a shot. You know, after some years, you start looking back and be like, wow, I should have started this or started that. If you have 3 children, you should have at least 3 channels for each of the children. They can decide whether they want to show their face or not. You know, children have an advantage that adults don't have. As you are now, if I add 10 years to your age, you go down old. Check it now. 10 years plus your age is too much, right? But a child of 10 years, if you add 10 years, the child is still 20. You know? So if they run a channel for 10 years, they have advantage of time. They can still run a channel for 20 years and they're still young. You get that child of 5 years today, they can run a channel for 35 years. All right. So create these things for your kids. Create these things for your kids. By the time they have run it for 5 years, it will be enough to generate funds that will take them through university. You don't have to struggle the way your parents struggle. You don't have to struggle to send your kids to school the way your parents struggle. Enroll them on time. I have courses. I think in this I listed links to some courses. Just scroll down to this chart. Scroll up this chart. You will see links to some key courses. Go there, sign up. If you can talk at all, some people are masters of gossip and they tell me they're looking for a job. Looking for which job? You can gossip. Do you know how important being able to gist is? This is 2020. This is modern world. If you can gist, if you can gossip, if you can gossip, you're gonna make a lot. Linda Ikeji's blog today is not an official news channel, it's a gossip blog. Because when she started this, she liked to peep into what people are doing and blog about it. Look at how rich she is now. So this modern world has unprecedented skills and talents are what makes money. Somebody was writing today that in the olden days we used to have village idiots, village fools. But now the internet has made them go global. Fools are now connected, they're talking with other fools and blowing. While people that are smart are still protesting whether government will pay them salary or not. If you come to a certain country called Nigeria, see that medical doctors, some of the smartest brains in the country, they are protesting. They are going on strike. Why? Because there is no money. What the hell are you telling me? To even graduate from medicine in Nigeria is almost 8 years study. You study, you reach 90 years before you graduate. Look at professors are on strike till today. ASU is on strike in Nigeria. The universities are shut down. These are the best brains. But look at social media. Some of the Olodo in the world, they're even getting appointments. If you can lock yourself in the world now, if you have the ability to lock yourself with other people you're not related with for 3 months, there is a high likelihood that your governor is going to give you a position in your state. They call it BB Niger or Big Brother Africa. Is it not to lock yourself for 3 months? You lock yourself for 3 months with people you don't know, strangers you don't know. By the time you come out, a political appointment is waiting for you. Your social media handles are blown. There are millions of followers. People are getting celebrity endorsement deals everywhere. People are dashing you cars, taking you on water and all. These are skills that used to be useless in time past. Do you know today, if there are people that wanted to be footballers that they weren't eventually chosen in any football club, and then they gave up. With the internet today, With the internet today, you just need to take your hustle online. There's somebody called Prof. Prof. I think that's what they call it, basketball prof. This guy is in his 20s and he's short. You know, in basketball, if you're not extremely tall, forget it. It's a game of tall people. In fact, being 6 feet or 6'2" in basketball makes you a very short guy. Normal height that people will be saying, man, this is a tall guy. If you enter basketball court, you are very short. They may not even choose you. You know? So this guy is very short, slim and short. He doesn't have the body structure of somebody that's going to succeed in basketball. What did he do? He took his hustle online. This guy is making millions per video he uploads, millions. Because he's really good in that basketball thing. So people are looking forward to see his clips. You know, he goes to the court, he makes some moves. You know, every time he's playing basketball, he's videoing it and uploading it. So this guy can travel to any part of the world just to play basketball with the natives there, making millions of dollars. So those days, some people like cooking. You don't have to cook alone. If you like cooking, why not have a camera in your kitchen, one or two cameras at different angles, so that while you're cooking, you're making cooking videos. You know? So if you're watching this, there's almost nothing that you don't have a reason for not having at least $5,000 per month flowing in, at least. Any country in the world, I don't care which country, at least $5,000 flowing in monthly. There is no reason. You have smartphone, you have internet. What else? You get, just keep putting content there. And the more quality your content, the more people will come back to watch it. The more quality your content, the more entertaining. You understand? So, how to grow your child's channel? Take my course on YouTube. Scroll up this chart. You'll see the links. There's one that leads you to a YouTube course. Take the full course, the mobile and laptop. All right, take the full course. I guarantee if you take that course, 99% of your questions will be answered. 99.9, if not 100. Because I sat down and actually explained every little thing. And like I said, for instance, you as an adult, if you start a YouTube channel and let's say worst case scenario, first year, you still haven't got up to 1,000 subscribers. It's a lot for you. It's a big, heavy blow for you because your time is short. But if a child of 8 years, 9 years spends 1 year on YouTube, they are still 9 years or 10 years, you know, they still have almost 80 years to go. So that their channel does not succeed today or tomorrow doesn't mean it will not succeed again. You get? So children are not in such a hurry. So if you have kids that are running channels that are not yet successful, yes, they should take my courses and start applying the tips and tricks that I listed in that course and all the principles of growing your channel. But at the same time, they should know that it's a long game, right? They should just keep doing it. The way they come back from school and do their assignments, they should do it. Some of you spend at least 30 minutes, 1 hour each evening putting your children through assignments. Why don't you video it and put it online? That is the question. Remember that videoing it, you don't need to put your child's face. It's okay if you put your child's face, nothing is wrong. All right? It just depends on your own judgment. But just know that you can still do that thing. Just have your smartphone, video the process. Other children all over the world will be tuning in every evening. You know, once your thing catches on, every evening they want to tune in and watch you teach. So instead of teaching one or two people, which is your two kids, you are teaching the whole world using the exact same time. That's the power of technology. The same 30 minutes. Now you're making money off the internet and you're using that money to do what? To pay your kids' school fees. You can be dumping it in a certain account for them. By the time they are 15, 17, they want to enter the university, they have more than enough. I know a lady, one of my students, right? She goes to work. She lives in the UK, all right? She goes to work every morning. And from sometimes the train stops her at a place where she has to trek a distance before she gets to her office. So and she was telling me that she doesn't have time to make YouTube. Her work is so hectic. By the time she's going home, she's tired. This, that, that. I said that period that you used to trek from train to your office can always make you one video every day. Every day, one video. That period of trekking, and she started doing it. And guess how many videos she uploads per week? 5, because 5 days a week she's on the road trekking. She's making, she has 5 minutes trek. She makes about 5 minutes videos every day. And what's she talking about? She talks about current affairs. Current affairs every day. At the end of the day, her channel is blown now. She has about 50,000 subscribers now. And she just only started late last year. If not for this coronavirus, she would have had more. This lockdown pandemic. So when I tell people, take my course, I know what I'm talking about. Take my course. It's not something you can just go. Most of the time, you Google YouTube tutorial or whatever tutorial online. What you see is the one created by Americans. Occasionally you may even see UK, but mostly Americans. And what does that tell you? They're teaching you based on their experience as Americans, which is not your experience. Even if you're in America, the experience of an American is not your experience. Even if you're an American and you're in America today, you want to start a YouTube channel, I can bet you 95% of the likelihood that the channel idea you're going to come up with is going to be a Nigerian idea. So basically, just take a thought, put a thought in it, start something. If you don't have any particular idea on what to start, but in particular on or the kind of content, take my course. My course will put you through. Even if you already have an idea, my course is going to give you so many ideas. But like, take the advice I already gave. Create a channel with a general name. Any idea that comes to you for the day, make a video on it. Any idea that comes to you for the day, make a video on it. It will get to a point, one day, one of the videos you made will just blow. You wake up like this, you go shocktalize you. What do? That's a clue. You remake that kind of video immediately. I taught that particular process of remaking similar videos in my course. You make a similar video immediately and watch it. You study that video, the analytics. YouTube has an analytics page in the background where you can study what is it that made this video to succeed. You can start seeing things like, which video did people watch before watching this video? Which video did they watch after watching this video? So sometimes it may be that your video is playing after they watched a particular CNN video. You get, let's say Trump lost the election. CNN is the first to break it. And CNN will always have millions of views. But then, because of the way your own video is made, once people finish watching that CNN video, YouTube automatically plays your own. So all those millions of views that are coming from CNN are flowing into your own video. All right? Then I'm giving too much. I think I'm giving away too much secrets here, but let me just continue. Just know that I described it in the whole process in detail and practical in the course. So what you do is start studying what is it I put in this video that made it play after a CNN video. All right? So these are just secrets. You don't see this thing on any book or any tutorial. It's street sense. It's street that will teach you this. So that's it. Now for the giveaway part. If you sign up for any of my courses, I'm going to give you personally, if you chat me up and say, tell me that you watched my video on verification, on a YouTube verification, I'm going to give you a 20% discount. All right. So if you sign up for any of my courses, you will see a link, WhatsApp link to chat up on WhatsApp. Just hit me up on WhatsApp and say that that I promised a 20% discount. I will personally put a 20% discount on any course. Pastor Solomon from Kenya. How you doing? Your surname sounds Nigerian though, or make it. It sounds. I think there's a Nigerian surname like that. So If you're running your own channel and you're my student, you can always chat me up. I'll guide you, look into your channel, see what you're doing right and wrong. But if you didn't take any of my courses, it's gonna be hard because I usually have so many students online. All right, I'll be closing here. If you have any particular questions about any of the things I've said, please drop it in the comments. I'll just give like 1 or 2 minutes just to see if there's anybody that will drop a comment, and then I'll close the video. Just know that if you have already commented, I've seen your comments. I can see all the comments lined up. Okay, she fine babe. I've dropped. Let me drop the link to the YouTube course again. YouTube course. Okay, I made a YouTube course. It has 33 videos, so it's not bullshitting you. Uh, YouTube course. It's gonna guide you step by step. All right, from the moment you create a YouTube channel, step by step, how to run it on mobile, how to run it on PC, step by step. So I just dropped the comments now. Who else? Who else? If you have kids, YouTube is not the only thing. No, I've always hammered it. This is a computer age. You teach your children programming, software development. I don't care what your kids want to be tomorrow, whether they want to be lawyer, doctors, or whatever. Everybody needs to know how to write code, software development. Enroll them in a software development course. All right. Most of these successful people that you see, they started as kids, and those are the things that we missed. All right. Most of our parents did not pay attention to some of these things, or maybe they knew, but they couldn't just afford it. But you now, you can afford a 30,000 naira course, 50,000 naira course for your kids. It's worth it, believe me. Enroll them in a software development course or web development course. They start. No matter once the child is about 6, 7 years, they can build websites. you know and once that child learns that in a whole new aspect of their brain opens. I was reading a report the other day. They said that they were doing is it MRI, imaging of the human brain, and they said that they got some people who have never learned anything about physics. So they did the magnetic resonance imaging whatever of their brain. After doing it, they now sat them down and taught them physics, started teaching them gravity, this, that, how to calculate speed, everything. After they are finished learning it, they scanned their brain again and saw that a whole new area of their brain has become alive. And the truth is, that's how the human brain works. If you start teaching somebody music, it's like you have opened them up to a whole new world. The same thing with programming. The moment a child learns programming, especially when their brain is still developing, their brain starts thinking that way. And you don't know what this child is about to invent tomorrow. These people are doing cryptocurrency today. The guy that invented Ethereum, he's still 23 or 24 years old. Let me even check. His name is Vitalik Buterin. Vitalik Buterin age. He was 19 years when he came up with Ethereum. Ethereum is the second. He's 26 years old today. He looks, let me even show you his picture. If you're looking at your screen now, I'm trying to pull up the picture of Buterin. If you see him, he looks like let me not say something bad, but he looks like a cancer patient. It doesn't look like somebody that is gonna ever be rich. Look at what it looks like. Very lean. He's 26. Look at the guy that started Ethereum. After they started Bitcoin, right? This was the brain guy that showed up and created another cryptocurrency called Ethereum with new features, more than Bitcoin itself. You know? And because of that, he blew. Let's check his net worth so you get an idea of how much. This guy was an indie, was just a blogger. But the thing is that he knew software development. So he was blogging about Bitcoin until one day he came up with an idea and he was able to build it. Vitalik Buterin net worth. It will shock you. This guy's net worth. His net worth.
His net worth is $158 million. I think it's actually, yeah, I think it's actually way bigger than that. Okay, yeah, around $200 million in 2018. Okay, good. Forbes estimated it to be around $500 million. This guy, Forbes estimated it around 500, half a billion dollars. And this is something invented 6 years ago. So why was he able to invent it? He started coding when he was a child. So at the age of 19, he was a blogger. But boom, the moment the opportunity showed up, his coding skills showed up because he can now think in certain codes. He was able to come up with the idea and see where he is today. You understand? So don't rob your child of a future by not exposing them to stuff like that on time. Once you have a kid, I don't care if they're in school or preparing for exam, teach them that. Teach them that, expose them to stuff on time and watch nature handle the rest. Nature will do the rest of the magic. Even you teaching your child at home, you know that kids are really smart. It's we adults that are loaded because your brain is already set. But kids are really smart. There's something I usually encourage people when your child is below the age of 7, right? Try and make sure that they go back to village. Spend at least 3 months. Leave them with their grandma or granddad for at least 3 months. You know, if you leave a child in such an environment, they are going to pick up the language. You don't need to send a child to school to learn how to speak a language. Once they are there, their brains are really, really good. It's we adults that will go English lessons. You go, go, go. You go write IELTS, you fail. You start again, you pay school fees, write IELTS again, you still fail one more time, before you finally pass. But a kid, if you put a child in any place, they suck up the environment immediately. So if you want a child to learn a certain language, send them to that place, let them spend at least just 3 months. 3 months vacation or 2 months vacation, they'll pick up the language. You bring them back and continue their life. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm gonna stop here. Let me check if you guys dropped any comments, and I'll close up. Uh, thanks, Appa. Okay, thanks, Vincent. Let me drop the link. Usually because they are kids, right? Kids have a way to learn. If they pick interest in something, they're gonna learn it fast. But if they don't pick interest, that's when you struggle. So I usually advise that kids learn the web development first. Let them learn it first and be able to start building websites within a week. They're building like websites that even adults can use. All right, fine. Once they get into that mode, then you introduce them to the programming straight. So I'm dropping the link to the web development course, web development. So sign up your kids for the web development course. Once they take it in three days to 1 week, they are building standard websites. And once they are into that mood, they now understand how everything works and is working for them. Fine. You can now introduce them to software development. All right, software development. And so I'm dropping the link now. HTTP. Some of you abroad, you are working work jobs. You know that this job, you're just doing it so that you can put food on the table. Learn software development. I know people in Germany here, they are working menial jobs. Like, what the hell? You're in Germany. Let me put it that way. You're in fucking Germany. You know, Germany is a tech hub, one of the biggest tech hubs in the world. They have a lot of tech companies and they are constantly looking for tech talents. You are in that kind of economy, you are doing shitty jobs. Like, seriously? Are you kidding me? Your age doesn't matter. I know personally a lot of my friends as software developers have migrated to Germany. Job opportunities, they are constantly open and you are doing shitty job. Learn this thing. And every day you're going to job, once you come back, you commit 30 minutes to learning the software development. Before 6 months, you see that you can switch career. You can start applying for tech jobs. Tech jobs are easy. All you have to do, go to office, sit down under AC, and write code. Period. It's a very mature senior kind of job, not the one that stresses you. So if you can read and understand what I'm doing now, you can learn software development. If not for you, it's for your kids. And software development is one of those fields that pay very well in any country at all. It pays well. All right, thanks a lot. I'm stopping here. Um, See you guys in subsequent videos that I'll make. Make sure that just know that if you want to chat me up, you can always reach out on WhatsApp, or you can always reach out. I think I should drop the number too.